Hello all you fans and welcome to episode 9 of my career mode series with Northampton. As you can see, I have quite a lot of days before this next match against Cheltenham City, I believe it is, yes, Cheltenham City. So I choose not to speak with the press, as you can see right there on the screen. But the simulation actually went pretty slow. Unfortunately, I don't know why this happened to me, but it went out as it did. And here we move on here, and Ben Tozer wants to play this next match, which actually suits me very, very well, because I have a game in the FA Cup against Exeter City, and it's pretty close to this match, so it actually suited me very, very well that I needed to do some changes so my players wouldn't be tired for the game against Exeter City, because they are a top squad. So against them I can't I can't stay with not the strongest 11. I can start. My starting 11 has to be the strongest. Let's just say it in that way. It's more easy. But a lot of changes, as you can see. But I have the depth. But in the next season, I really want to get a bit more depth on the midfield, because I really feel like that I don't have enough players that can play that are normally midfielders, but I have a lot of strikers as well. So I want to definitely get some midfielders and some defenders. But we get the game started here in the 15th minute with Clay Platt, who smashes a rocket into the left side of the goal to make it 1-0. But they will push back here in the 67th minute. A very, very lucky deflection goal, but a goal is a goal, so they make it 1-1. And just shortly after that, in the 71st minute, Fenwa do some nice dribbling in the box and smashes it in to the top left corner. And Fenwa, as I've mentioned in the last episode, has really found the form. He is very, very good. And here the referee blows the whistle, and the game ends, as you can see here on the screen, 2-1 to me, and we move on. And there's a review of my match, but I normally don't read that kind of stuff, and that's what I want to ask you about. Do you read that kind of stuff, or are you just what do you say, or do you don't care about all that stuff? We go into this next game here against Exeter City. As you can see right here on the screen, Exeter gave me a good match in the first FA Cup round, but this is a rematch, so I hope I can manage to pull it home at home field. And in the 19th minute, Craig Westcott gets the game started with a nice header, and here as you can see, the Montagna dribbles up down the wing, crosses the coverage, who heads it between the legs of the goalkeeper to make it 2-0. But here in the 79th minute, they will push back and score to 2-1, sorry. But this is how the game ends, 2-1 to me. So I'm through to the next round of the FA Cup. So I was really, really happy about that. I get 18,000 euros for winning this round, and we continue to move on to our next game, which was against Bristol Rovers. And Bristol Rovers were pretty good. I must admit that I have my troubles to get them against them, as you will see. But here I'm just gonna make a couple of changes with my midfield, as I said before. Not so much depth in this midfield, but that's the way it is, and we just have to live with that. But here I switch Harding and Tozer in. Tozer, who said he wanted to play a lot, so I let him play a lot, and that is very great, because they seem to get more motivated to play and perform better in matches. But they get the game started here in the 45th minute. Stupid bad clearance from Platt, and Clarkson can make it 1-0. But here, straight from kickoff in the second half, Akin Fenwa does some very nice dribbling around their defenders. Here he dribbles inside the field, gets tackled, but he pushes their defender away and smashes it into the top right corner to make it 1-1. And here I make a couple of changes. I take Turnbull out, put in Guthridge, put in Westcott instead of Nichols, who hadn't done very much in this match. I take Platt out and put Mould in, and as you will see, that was a great substitute. Mould hitting the crossbar, Tozer getting the rebound, headed over to Westcott, who does some really nice dribbling. Dribbles inside the box again, dribbles, and smashes it into the top right corner. A very nice goal, an important goal. But as you can see, they will push back in the 19th minute and make it a draw, 2-2. I was so unsatisfied with that, but that's football at its best. So the game ends 2-2, and a fair result, because I felt like they had a lot of chances. So that was very fine. But that was the last game of this episode, so please like, comment, and subscribe. Goodbye.